Now, a lot of people said just cab swap that truck because the rest of it is so cool. It's just that part that sucks. And trust me, I would love to, but that is a massive project because there is a ton of plumbing and wiring between that cab and that engine that make the whole thing run. Now, I've mentioned cab swap myself, but when I say it, what I mean is actually cutting the frame right there behind the cab, getting rid of this whole front part, buying a whole nother truck with a good cab, running engine, and hopefully Allison automatic transmission, sliding it back in place and welding it in. And that would be far easier than you think because this is a Z-frame truck. If you notice, that frame rail doesn't match the height of that frame rail. You see, in order to make the front of this high enough to clear the suspension, this big old axle, the oil pan, the cab and the fender here, while still keeping the back end low enough to be a functional rollback bed with a nice load angle, they actually cut the frame in the middle, raise the front frame up, slide it back over the top of it, weld it all together and put a big old plate in there. As you can see here where the front frame is on top of the back frame and there's a big old plate in here. Don't mind all this stuff. All this is purely just to mount the crane. This has nothing to do with the actual frame. And the only thing that needs to go from this end back to this end to make everything work are some air lines, some wiring, and a drive shaft that goes from the transmission up there to the transfer case back there. And this super cool front axle here just bolts into the factory leaf spring mounts. And that's why when I say cab swap, I'm talking about literally cutting the whole cab off and getting rid of it and replacing it with another one, because that would be far less work than trying to swap that cab on top of that chassis.